Hello and welcome to BannerPage, and this is one of the best, probably the definitive edition of a native Warband enhancement mod. If you'd like to download the mod, there is a link in the description, and otherwise, we're going to be doing an Ironman challenge today, and if you don't know what that basically means we are not going to die. Basically, my character is not going to reach 0 HP, all things going well. Now you can use anything at your disposal to make that happen, so you can, play in tournaments and get knocked unconscious. Tournaments do not count toward the death counter, so to speak, and various other caveats here and there. So in other words, if you were to be attacked by a very large party of enemies and you have no hope of defeating them, then you can decide to surrender and get yourself taken prisoner. But that does not count as a death, so to speak, because what needs to happen is an enemy needs to kill you, quote unquote, in an actual battle. Anyway, I am actually going to be playing as a kind of like a... We're going to try our very best to... I don't even really know what to go for here. I think university student might actually be pretty good for us. Gonna go for personal revenge, and we will have a realistic saving. And I will call myself Ironman Bear Tilt once again. I wonder whether this name is cursed, because that's what I used in my native Ironman challenge, as far as I'm aware, as far as I remember. It didn't go too well. Anyway, we're gonna improve my strength to 11, and I will improve my agility to 10. Now, what I'm going to be focusing on here is shield, iron flesh, and I think we should probably go for some pathfinding as well, but bear in mind that for this, my intelligence is not really going to be that good, because I'm hoping that I will be able to find Jeremus or Ymira relatively fast. They are companions that come with you for free, basically, and it's just so good value. Really, really good value to have them. And otherwise, I'm just going to spec a little bit more into riding skill, maybe? Riding skill might actually make sense. So I will go for... I'm thinking Power Strike or Riding. Not entirely sure which one I really want to go for right now. I'm going to go for Power Strike. And then we're going to go for a little bit of thrown weapon proficiency. Because I'm actually going to attempt to make this guy into an absolute beast when it comes to thrown weapons. And we'll see whether that really helps. So let's just make him... There we go. That's perfect. All right. So... for this, I am actually going to, I think, be joining the Kingdom of Nords eventually, but for the beginning, I'm going to go and just kind of mosey on around the Kingdom of Swadia, because they, I believe, have the easiest area to start in. So we're going to just very quickly go into Praven right here. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to start with, around 1100. I have a Holy Bible here. Oh, this is actually really nice. +1 to Charisma after reading. That could be quite useful, considering I am most likely going to have a bit of trouble actually getting Charisma leveled up, considering I'm focusing on strength and agility. So otherwise, what do we want to do here? Well, I'm going to get rid of my crossbow immediately, and I'm going to keep my throwing knives. I need to get a shield as soon as possible. I've bought some dried meat to go along with my smoked fish. That's hopefully going to go quite nicely. Let's go in here. Ooh, nice. We already have some mercenaries. Oh, wow, yeah, we've got some really, really powerful mercenaries right here. I'm actually wondering whether I should just recruit these guys straight up. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go into the moneylenders real quick. I'm going to borrow about 900 dinars. Going to go into the tavern again, and we will be recruiting these fellows. Oh, only 3 of them? Oh, okay. Well, I didn't need to take that loan then, I guess. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, so what we're going to be doing first is, because BannerPage has advanced AI, and I'm talking about it actually has such good AI that the tournaments are going to be so immersive, so atmospheric, and they're going to change dependent on where you do those tournaments. And the difficulty of these tournaments also varies dependent on what your playstyle is like. And it doesn't really matter so much what your level is or anything like that. It's more to do with how you play. It's more skill-based. And you know me, I'm probably not going to do very well, but we'll try. We'll try our best. Anyway, tournaments are going to be held at Suno, Ravedin, Rivercheck, and Nara. Suno is really close by, so I'm thinking that that's probably going to be our first port of call. And bear in mind that I have 1,500 dinars. I'm going to need to run back to Praven relatively fast because interest is going to pile up on the 900 dinars loan. Oh yeah, also bear in mind, there is a different recruiting system. Now, this recruiting system may not be to everyone's liking, but it becomes, later on in the game, much more natural and actually easier than you would think. So I'm going to go into the village center here real quick. Now, there are a wide variety of different ways that you can recruit in BannerPage, and one of them is what I'm going to be doing mostly here. I might try to do some forcible recruitment a little bit later on, dependent on who we're at war against and things like that. But the point is that the first initial thing that you want to try to do is, oh, look at this. I can actually pay him 500 dinars. All I ask from you is that you speak well of me. That is actually pretty cool. I'm wondering whether that will increase our relation with the village. I assume it probably will. And if you have a good amount of cash, you're going to be able to get the village to like you even more, and then they're going to be able to give you more and more recruits as time goes on. But of course, I don't have that much money, so I'm just going to ask, right, how many animals do you need? You need 6. Okay, I will try. Okay, and that's given us 3 relation as well. Bear in mind that the relation with the Lord as well, the Lord of the village, also has a significant impact on things. Okay, we're going to try and run away from those guys. Okay, yeah, we're running away. Fantastic. I'm very, very pleased that I am faster than they are. Just about. They're very, very, very quick, aren't they? All right, so we're going to go to Balan Lee right here, because I think I can probably get... Yeah, there's the tournament in Suno. We're being told about that. That's pretty fantastic. And now what we're going to do is, I was hoping that I might be able to buy cattle from here, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So I could steal cattle, but that is going to reduce my relation with the village itself. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave my quest the way it is, and what I will try to do is steal some cattle from somewhere else. So I'll try to steal from... maybe from Rodok territory, maybe something like that. Bear in mind that there are a wide variety of different bandit companies as well. So these bandit companies are unique to BannerPage too. So you're going to be having so many different kinds, and the variety is just going to increase the replayability in the game as well. And that's exactly what this mod tries to do in many different aspects. Every single time you do a tournament, it is aiming to give you a different experience every single time. So even if you do a tournament right away, when you're level 1, it's going to be very different from when you do a tournament when you're level 5, 10, 15, 20, and so on and so forth as you go throughout the game, because it just changes so dramatically. And it's very immersive. Very, very immersive indeed. All right, so this is where I am a little bit worried, because we're going up against 11 looters, and I actually chase these guys. So I'm kind of a bit worried here. We'll see how it goes. But I am hoping that I will be able to make a good go of this Ironman challenge, and I'm hoping that I will be able to get quite far. I'm not thinking that I'll do exceedingly well, because for some reason in mods that are based on native, or native itself, I'm not very good. I'm not very good at the whole Ironman challenge thing for some reason. But oh well, whatever the case, I guess these are just looters, and I will be able to help my forces in a pretty nice way, hopefully. Come on, I want to get some kills. I don't have a shield, bear that in mind. I really don't have a shield. Let's just tell my guys to hold position over here. Bear in mind that there is the ability to choose complex formations and stuff like that, which is really cool too. So I could do shield wall formation if I wanted to, but unfortunately I don't think that's really going to work, because I don't have enough units to make that work. But the point is that you could do that later down the line. As you can see, there's attack orders, shield orders, weapon orders, and so on and so forth. I showed all of this in the special feature as well. So if you wanted to see a wide variety of the actual features of the mod, then I'd recommend checking that out. There is a link in the description for the special feature. Anyway, let's do it. There we go. That was a pretty successful fight. I could take this chipped falchion. I'm not entirely sure if I want to sacrifice that much weapon reach for 5 damage. I don't think I will, to be honest, but I am going to be taking this. I'll take this as well. That's an upgrade and a half for us. The sturdy nomad armor might actually be better than what I was wearing there, so I'm pretty happy with this. A polearm might be useful, but I don't think I'm going to take that. Do they have a shield here? They don't have a shield. That's unfortunate. Now bear in mind that the mod also features a wide variety of different weapons, and I'm talking about not even just the regular standard stuff. I'm not talking about just regular polearms, two-handed, and so on and so forth. It actually has grenades, flaming arrows, and a bunch of other stuff. And yeah, that's definitely going to add a whole bunch to your enjoyment of the game. And also bear in mind that the mod is not historically accurate. As far as I'm aware, that is absolutely intended because, of course, Calradia itself, native, is not historically accurate either. And that's generally what the creator was going for, to try and keep so much to the native spirit and encapsulating that as much as possible. So that's exactly what they have attempted to do, and I think that they've done a great job because all of the units that you're going to be fighting here, they all have exactly the same stats as you would find in native, with the possible exception of the various mercenary units that they've added to add additional flavor to the game. Anyway, let's just sell a whole bunch of things. And yeah, I'm not going to really get that much cash, unfortunately, from these, but I guess it's all right. I mean, I'm going to get a little bit here and there, and it's going to be enough to maybe get me maybe a little bit of extra food or something like that, but there you go. Now, we do have some armor here as well. Now, technically, what I could do, as I have done in some other mods, is I could go to the money lenders and I could just basically be like, oh, give me 5,000. I could take 5,000, but then it is going to give me an interest rate of 20%, as far as I'm aware. I think this is also the interest rate for... oh, wait. Yeah. The interest rate is 20%, and the contract period amounts to 2 weeks. If you don't manage to pay off your debt until the deadline, the interest is raised to 40%. Exactly. So it is absolutely ruthless in regards to loaning. So if you want to take the 5,000, you're going to need to have a really, really foolproof way of making that money back in a hurry. Otherwise, you're going to have some issues. Anyway, what we're going to do now is I'm going to try... Ooh, Bunduck is here. Bunduck is here, and we have Marnid as well. Ooh, okay, that's actually kind of good. All right, let's get Marnid. As far as I'm aware, he's free. Yes, he is. And Bunduck, I think, is about 200 or something like that. Yes, he is. And who's this guy? Aha, this is new. I need to recruit some troops. Okay, so I can actually choose what I want. Okay, so some Nords? Wow, look at this. I could literally just choose to have some Huskarls. I'd like 5. What? He actually allowed me to have 5 Huskarls? Wow. I was not actually expecting that I'd be able to afford 5 Huskarls, but okay, there you go. Okay, so I'm actually in a really, really good position right here, because we've got these 3 mercenaries. They level up into Yom's Vikings or Varangian Guards, and these Varangian Guards also level up into a mounted unit as well. So just bear that in mind. Otherwise, we're going to go into the tournament. I'm a bit worried now about my money situation, because, as I say, I wasn't really prepared for that. Going to get another 400, because what I'm going to be doing is, in each round, going to be betting 200 or so. And once we have won a couple of rounds, we'll have enough money to pay this back, as well as the debt from Praven. Or at least that is the plan. So let's see if we can do that. So... as I've shown in the special feature, there are so many different things that you can do with the settings in the tournament. So you can see here that there is a 50% load chance for two-handed, one-handed, so on, and also lances and horses and all kinds of wonderful things like that. And you can change that to your liking as well. You can change that to your liking. And then we have tournament options right here. So my wager is going to be 200. I'm going to bid 2 points, and then, as far as I'm aware, it's probably a good idea to go for... let's see. Is there anything... Whoa, look at that. Random team size? That's pretty crazy. Okay, yeah, we're not going to do that. 3 teams of 2 members each? No. I'm looking for something specific. Yeah, something like this I think would be pretty good. I think the creator actually did recommend this to me, and I think that is going to be something that will be quite fun to go for. I can actually increase my bid as well, and look at that. Look at how much cash I would be able to get as a result of it. So let's actually try for 3 points. Shall we try for 3 points? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die like no one's business. All right, let's just try that. I'm gonna randomize as well. I'm gonna randomize my equipment. So fight in the next round. Let's see what I can do. All right, so I've been given a lance, which is actually quite good. Yeah, I am really slow on this horse, but maybe I can get a nice kill really quickly here. Yes, there we go. A kill for Ironman Bertild. Okay, very unlikely that was going to happen, but very good that we were able to do it. Nice, there's another one. Oh, okay, Ironman Bertild, you're absolutely showing everyone what's up, and unfortunately it looks as though all of my team has been eliminated because I told them to hold position. Probably shouldn't have done that. Probably shouldn't have done that, all things considered. But it's okay. I was going to say, because I was going to kill that guy, but no. Alright, thankfully, we are in more of a kind of standard sort of layout for the tournament. Now, bear in mind that every single arena is different as well. You're going to be seeing a lot of architecture from the various other factions. The music is also very unique in regards to what you're actually going to be hearing as well. And there's my horse. I'm going to die here. That is to be expected. I don't. Oh, I have a sword. Oh, I actually do have a sword. Oh, okay. Well, I think I'm going to die nevertheless because, as I've said, the AI is much better in tournaments nowadays. There we go. We actually did get a little bit of renown and so on and so forth. And these are the tournament standings so far. Unfortunately, they won, and that means they gain a whole bunch of extra stuff going on there. So we can continue. And I'm wondering whether I should change things around a little bit. I just really want to, I'm wondering whether I should just go back down to 2 points, because I would have actually gotten some cash there, I think, maybe? Let's go down to 2 points, just for the moment. Okay, so I have a two-handed sword here. My weapon proficiency is terrible, but we were managing to get a kill right there. Look at that. Okay, so that's actually pretty nice. He managed to block that. Okay, how are we doing here? Oh, red team's actually winning. Yes. Yes. Okay, come on now, guys. We can do it. Get me that sweet bid money. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Alright, so there's 950. Isn't it hilarious how when I actually do have the ability to get more points, I now have... I now don't get it. You know, I now don't get that. So I'm actually going to go for 3 points in the next one. And we'll see if we can make it work. Fight in the next round. Okay, I've got a lance. This might work. Okay, come on now. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we continue to take out that guy. I can't believe it. That's hilarious. Okay, well, let's continue. No, avoid me, teammate. Nice, there we go. Duke Clagus, yeah, that's what you get. That is what you get. Okay, now, all we need to do is try to live. No, I don't want to get it. I don't want to get murdered by that guy's lance, thank you very much. Okay, so this is going to be a bit problematic, because this guy's right behind me, so I'm going to have to be a bit careful about what I do here. This guy's going to run in there. That's fantastic. Let me see if I can... Oh, he's murdering. Go, blue team member. Yes. Go, blue team member. You can do it. Make us win the day, please. I would appreciate it very much. Ugh. Yeah, I needed much more of a run up there, but kind of made a bit of a mess of that charge. I don't have the best riding skill, by the way, so that's the reason why we're having some slight issues. But there you go. Look at that. We got 1,300 for that. The swiftest cut was Ironman Bear-tailed, of course. That is fantastic. All right, let's try this again. Okay, so I have another lance. We're in the middle between the two of them. That's not very good. There. Oh, companion maned. Okay, so now here's the thing. The best thing and also the worst thing that you can do is recruit companions before doing a tournament. Because what's going to happen is that those companions are going to be placed into your team or into an opponent's team. And if they're placed on the opponent's team, then you're probably going to have a really, really nice time. But if they're placed onto your team, you're going to have issues. Because it is going to mean that that team, whichever one they're on, is significantly weaker than the ones which actually have lords on them. So that is something to take into account. It's probably a good idea to try and... Wow, I can't believe I'm getting so many kills right here. But yeah, it's probably a good idea to try and get either as many companions as you can or as few companions as you can. Because if it's like a little bit one-sided... Oh, that was a nice hit. If it's a little bit one-sided, so for example, all of your companions actually go onto the... onto your team, then you're going to be basically dead. You're just going to lose the round very, very quickly because all these guys are really good at what they do. They are really, really good. Okay, so I'm actually ranked 2. Can you believe it? I'm actually ranked 2 in the tournament. Can't believe it. Okay, so I'm actually on my... Oh, no. I'm on foot. This is not good. I think I'm... Yeah. Yeah, I kind of thought that would happen because these guys are just going to run you down with their horse, and then it's just literally going to be a death. But yeah, that doesn't count, as I say. That does not count for the Ironman challenge because these guys are using blunt weapons. And it looks as though the blue team managed to secure a victory there. So what we're going to do now... rank 5 again. How disappointing. Okay, well, I have a lance this time at least. So I might be able to do something a little bit more useful than last time. So let's see if I can maybe pick off someone from the blue team or something like that. Hello. Oh, goodbye. That was nice. That was very, very nice indeed. Okay, let's be a bit careful of the reds. Thank you. And we also need to worry about that guy. Yeah, he's doing some nice work. Let's try and take him out. 71! I did 71 damage to him, but he still managed to survive. I actually wonder where he is so that I can maybe finish him off. Maybe I can. There we go. Nice. That's a little bit of extra damage right there. And we have 3 enemies from the red team. Oh, dear. Okay, that's not going to go too well for me. Or maybe it will. Maybe it will. If they continue to attack me in such reckless ways, I think we might be all right. But I'm going to need to take out that guy's horse, I think. That's going to... Oh, there's actually 2 people on mounts. And I'm dead. Yeah, see, now that's what I mean. I have actually experienced in my time playing the mod, when I'm actually doing a tournament, I've experienced the AI actually dodging my attempts to lance them. And I'm not just talking about like regular like sidestepping or anything like that. I'm talking about actually thinking to themselves, I should probably get out the way of this couch lance. And because of course I don't have that much riding skill, or I didn't with my other character, it was just very easy for them to dodge out of the way. So yeah, it's pretty crazy how good they actually are now. So we're going to pay off our debt right here. I have enough money to be able to do that. I've got 2,800 now, which is decent. I wouldn't say it's amazing, obviously, but that's pretty nice. And we're going to go back to Praven as well. We've got to be a bit careful here of the Catalan company. As you can see, they're actually slightly slower than us, which is good, as I do have nothing in pathfinding. Okay. I was actually half thinking that we had someone with pathfinding, but apparently not. Apparently not. So let's pay off our debt. It's now 1,100 almost. And now we have no debts whatsoever, which is great. And we still have 1,700 in our coffers, I guess you could say. So let's buy some fruit and grain just to make sure. Let's check the tavern once again, because you never know when there might be a couple of extra people here. And I think it's probably about time that we do something about that cattle quest. So we're going to need to be a bit careful here as well, because I kind of want to get a shield. As you can see, there's actually a Spartan shield here, which would be insane for me to be able to use that. As you can see, it's got 27 resistance and 110 size, which is just crazy good, but you can't use it on horseback. So it's definitely one of those things that you got to be a bit careful about, because while it's amazing for infantry-based combat, it's not exactly great for being on a horse because you can't use it. But it's there, you know, it's there. If you want to use it, then go for it, you know. It's probably going to be very, very fun to use. And I'm actually thinking maybe I should buy a helm or something. I mean, I don't have that much cash, so maybe I should just leave it for the moment, and then we'll just go off and... Oh, wait a minute. Ah, careful. Yes, you almost got me, you sneaky, sneaky, fiendish Catalan company right there. All right. So at least we did that. Okay, so now let's go and get some cattle, shall we? So the best thing that we can do is probably go off to one of these. Okay, we've got to be careful here. No, no. Okay, they're fine. Yeah, so we're going to go off to one of these very isolated villages in Rodok territory. And there's our wages. Not actually that bad. Our wages are not that bad, but obviously we have a very small party at the moment. And I'm going to try and steal some cattle from Istinia. So let's do that. Steal cattle. We can get... Oh, look at that. As many as 8. I'm probably not going to get 6 in the first attempt. 3. That is obviously not 6, which is annoying, I've got to say. But we're going to try our best at someone else. Someone else's village. Let's try Glunmar right here. Bear in mind that we are not actually losing any relation with the Rodok Republic at the moment. We are instead just losing relation with the Lord himself and with the village, as far as I'm aware. So let's just steal some more cattle. Let's hope for 5. 2. Okay. Right. Well, I guess I can try to go a little bit closer to Yalen. I just didn't want to have the Lord in question turn up and basically be like, "Oi, mate, what are you doing there?" You know, sort of thing. So it's kind of, I didn't really want to risk it. But I guess we got it. So let's, ooh, there's actually some deserters here as well. We've got to be really careful about those guys. Like that. So I'm actually going to be paying them because I do not want to... Oh, nice. We actually did get 6. Okay, so that's fantastic. Let's drive these cattle onward and let me run away. Okay, I will try to run away. Bear in mind that this money is nothing. I really don't mind losing, 300 dinars or something like that to be able to escape. Now, bear in mind that there are some other ways that you can make cash in the mod. I don't know whether you noticed, but there was actually a band of something there that you can hunt. So it's a wild animal, and you can basically go and you can hunt those wild animals, whether they be wolves or a boar or, just a wide variety of different animals. And if you hunt those, you will gain trade resources and probably some meat as well. For completing that particular event, which is actually really cool. Because in my other save, I was hunting some wolves, and upon taking them down, I was able to gain about 7 pieces of fur, as well as a whole bunch of meat. And I was able to sell this for about 1,500 dinars, all of this stuff. And you can imagine that that's pretty good, That is actually pretty good for such an easy thing that you can do early on in the game. And I was all the way over next to Kudan, I believe, when I encountered these wolves. And it was pretty easy, It was pretty easy. I didn't have to worry about being killed because the wolves don't really attack you that much. Oh, yeah, and I should probably also mention that there's also this. So you do have morale and you have exhaustion and stuff like that when it comes to being on the world map. And if you don't rest, then you're going to have your people be kind of annoyed at you. They're going to be pretty annoyed. So there you go. We actually did deliver this. Going to meet with the village elder. Thankfully, there's a little shortcut here that we can go for. And there you go. Our relation with Asgard has improved. And we also gained a bunch of experience. Are there any lads from this village who might want to seek their fortune in wars? Well, now we can actually recruit some people. So I can recruit some Swadians if I want to. But yeah, the point is that in general, what I'm going to try and do is have a Nord-focused party as much as I can. So I'm going to be having Nord Huskarls, warriors, veterans, and so on. And hopefully that's going to work out quite nicely in our favor, especially when we start to move into doing sieges and things like that. So the best thing that I can do right now, we have probably like 3 options. And because I have already kind of started doing tournaments and things like that, I'm kind of locked into that particular path that I can take. But there are quite a few other ways that you can progress in BannerPage, which is the beauty of the mod. You can basically decide whatever you want to do, and they've added so many really cool features. And I'm talking about Freelancer. Freelancer is available, so if you want to join as a regular soldier in a Lord's party, you can do that. And that is a very valid and actually pretty lucrative way of gaining a lot of cash, and with very minimal risk. I'm actually doing a bit more of a risky way of doing things, but it's not really the riskiest way I could do it. Basically, what I could do, the riskiest way, is, of course, raiding villages. Raiding villages would be very, very hard at the moment, unless you can be quick. Unless you can be quick about it. So, as you can see, this is a little bit of the hunting mini-game that you can do. And you can see here, I'm basically by myself. And it's dark. I hope you can see things. If you can't see things, let me know in the comments, and I'll try and increase the gamma a little bit. But I'm trying a couple of extra little settings in the video options. But otherwise, look at this. The skybox is working now, by the way, because in my special feature, something went wrong with my installation. It wasn't actually the mod's fault, so I apologize for that. But the mod is absolutely fine if you install it properly. I didn't obviously do that before. So yeah, anyway, the point is that what you got to do is you got to run around. You're going to find whatever enemy that you are attempting to find, and then you just have to take it down, and then you will be able to exit and gather the resources from that enemy. Aha, I think I may have found it. I've been skulking around in the dark for a while, and I have now finally found my target, which just so happens to be over there. Now, bear in mind that this might not go exactly according to plan, because I don't have a horse, and this thing is probably going to be, yeah, as you can see, it's probably going to be a little bit spooked by my presence. So this might be a little bit more difficult than I anticipated, but this does give me an opportunity to actually mention the other ways that you can play the mod. And one specifically that comes to mind, one playstyle specifically, is forcibly recruiting units, or conscription, if you want to call it that. And basically what you can do is you can create a bandit leader of some kind, because you're going to be getting these guys and you're going to be having them join you. And as a result, the village is going to start hating you, the faction is going to start hating you, and the lord in question is going to be very, very annoyed. So that is definitely something to take into account if you want to go that way. But that's the point. It's open, it's open. You can do that. And even if the village is aggressive towards you, you can also recruit from there. So there's an option, you can play as a bandit if you want to. It's probably going to increase the difficulty of the game by a pretty significant margin, but it's there, the option is there, and I think that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to kill this thing because I don't have a horse, and just chasing after it on foot does not appear to be working. So I will just leave it alone for the moment, and we'll just move on to Ravedin, where I can hopefully participate in another tournament. Oh yeah, also I probably want to actually speak to... Oh wow, that's actually a lot of bandits. Yeah, could you just... Yeah, leave me alone, thanks very much. Oh yeah, I'd like to speak to this guy, if at all possible. I actually do want to, as I've said before, join the Kingdom of Nords, if at all possible, and that, as a result, means that I am going to be doing a couple of tasks for them. And where's this guy? He's believed to be at Ambient. Where's that? Oh, that's up there. Well, I'm going to go to the tournament first, and then I will try to complete that particular task. But yeah, as I've said before, getting relation and improving your reputation around the land is very important in BannerPage, and it actually emphasizes much more on realism. Because, of course, you're not going to just go into a village and you're going to be like, okay, yeah, I'm just some stranger that's just come moseying into town. Do you want to join me? You know, I mean, yeah, there might be some people that are like, yeah, okay, you know, but on the whole, in realistic terms, is anyone really going to do that? Are they really going to fight to the death for some random stranger that they've never heard of? Probably not, but maybe if the random stranger decides to do a task or two, maybe decides to increase their relation a little bit, maybe decides to bring some cattle to the village and help out the village in a big way, then they're probably going to be like, yeah, this guy seems like he knows what he's doing. Sure, I'll join you. And that's the kind of thing that the mod attempts to do and actually succeeds at in quite a few different ways. Anyway, we're going to join the tournament once again. And now bear in mind that the tournament that we did previously was in Swedia. And you're going to see a completely different tournament design. I'm going to go for 2 points because I'm not very confident about playing in Vagia territory. We're going to randomize equipment. Let's do it. All right, so I've got a... Is this a lance? Yeah, this is a lance. I should have randomized much better, actually. This was my bad. Never mind. Yep, okay, that's a death. Yeah, that's my fault. Bear in mind that if you do select things from the weapon options that are not themed correctly around the actual faction that you're fighting in, then it will spawn you with nothing in your hands, and as a result, that's yeah, you're gonna get a bit... You're going to get murdered. Yeah, you're going to get murdered like I did just here. But obviously I did have a lance or a spear of some kind, but I didn't have a horse, unfortunately. All right, so this is what I've done now. I've just gone back to the tournament settings and just re-clicked the always randomize equipment thing because now nothing else is selected and it should do what we expect it to do. So now it's given me an axe, which is perfectly acceptable. Very nice indeed to see that. And hopefully I'll be able to do some damage with it that will get me a couple of points at the very least. Maybe. Kill him. Take him out. Ah, look at that. I was really, really close to getting him dead there, but I think he ran away just at the right moment. Oh, that guy's... yeah. That guy's a bit dangerous. I think everyone's pretty dangerous around here. Gotta be a bit careful. I'm gonna just look around, make sure I'm not gonna get murdered by a lance or anything like that. This guy's gonna murder me. No, maybe not. Oh, maybe he will. Maybe he won't. Maybe he will. Yes. Oh, wow. He got murdered instead of me. Okay, well, this is actually quite problematic. Yeah, that is exactly the point. Do you see how good the AI is? You see how good these guys are. In native, these guys would be running into the wall. They would be running into every single obstacle. They would be making things very, very easy for me. But in this, oh no. That's exactly the reason why I was saying that if you're playing this, no matter what level you are, it really very much depends on your skill in comparison to, you know, your skill, in terms of your in-game skills, I guess you could say. So let me... no, that was a nice block. Okay, come on now. Yes, you've got a massive two-handed axe. Help me out, companion Bunduck. Yes, take out his mount. Very nice. Now let's murder him. Or not, as the case may be. Obviously, proficiencies are definitely going to help out. They are definitely going to help out in this case. But yeah, I'm not doing very well here. Let's just say that. I'm really not doing very well. The Vagia tournaments are not my favorite, that's for sure. I much prefer doing tournaments in... I'm actually unsure where I could think of. I think Nord territory is something that I quite like, because they do give you some very sturdy looking equipment and everything, and it makes things much easier. But yeah, you can see here, look at how brutal these guys are. They are really good. Unfortunately, I have not been able to get pretty much any cash from this, so I'm thinking I'm gonna just change things around a little bit here. So let's do randomize And I'm going to change things up a little bit here. Let's actually go for 3 teams with 3 members each instead of the 4th member. And we'll see if that makes any difference. Maybe it will help me out a little bit. Maybe I should use my lance against the... Well, not lance, but... Yeah, oh, there we go, there we go. Is this a lance, actually? I think it might be, or just a long spear or something. But yeah, that seems to be maybe a little bit better for me to use. Okay, don't murder me. Don't murder me, red team. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on, you're going to get murdered. Yeah, that's exactly what you get for that. What an imbecile he was. You know, we could have ganged up on that guy and probably done quite a bit of damage to him. But no, he didn't want to do that. Okay, come on now. This is my time to shine. Oh, no. Yeah, this is not going to work. Nope, nope, definitely not going to work. Yeah. As soon as there's a 2 versus 1 situation, it's just never going to go. It's just never going to go, especially for me right now with my weapon proficiencies. They're just way, way too low for me to be able to win a duel in that situation. Oh, no. Oh, I thought I actually took him out. No. No way. You've seen in the previous tournament, I actually did okay, but in this one, I am just getting run down like no one's business. And that's exactly the point. Every single tournament is different in some way or another, and these weapons just are not my thing. They're just not my thing, but they might be your thing. That's the whole point. They might be your thing. So if you want to download the mod, there is a link in the description. Unfortunately, that means that I now have only 4... I only have 4 dinars because I literally bet all of my cash there. So what I'm going to do in my off-screen time, in between episodes, I'm going to take a loan. Going to head to the nearby tournament, whatever it is, and I'm just going to try and do a little bit of extra winning if I can, and if I can't, then, well, obviously you'll hear about it, and I will then tell you what my other scheme was, which might, look at that, not enough money. That is pitiful, absolutely pitiful. Anyway, in the next episode, we'll probably fight some Sea Raiders as well and see if we can maybe get some upgrades for my gear, because I'm actually wearing some pretty awful stuff right now. If you want to download the mod, there is a link in the description. Otherwise, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.